Hello guys, I'm going to do the tutorial for topic 1, measure of location. Okay, topic 1, measure of location. Let us start from the mean ungroup data. Yep, mean ungroup data, which is the formula is the mean equals to total x divided n, where this is total, this is value, and of course number. Yeah. Now let us do one example over here. Marks 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 65, 95. Now mean, why we calculating mean? Because if you want to calculate the average in a data, we can use mean, because the mean is an average. If you calculate mean, you will get the average value. That's why we calculate the mean. But about the ungrouped data, ungrouped data means it is not classified into group. It is simply randomly pick up from the data, and then we calculate an average in the data. Okay, that's called mean ungrouped data. Mean means it's an average, and ungrouped data means it's not classified into groups. It's just randomly pick up, yeah, from the data. So let us calculate. Quite simple, yeah. So the required is here, calculate the mean. Here, calculate the mean. So what do you do here, guys? Tambah semua, which is you plus all the values over here, which is 10 plus 20 plus 30 plus 40 plus 50 plus 65 plus 95. Yeah, so you will get which is you will get 310. Yeah, 310, and divide with how many numbers you have here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you divide with 7. So 310 divided with 7, you will get 44.29 marks. So this is the average marks. Yeah, so this we call as an average mark. Okay, let's move on to the next example over here. Example 2. Let us calculate for the units now. Yeah, 120, 133, 144, 150, 95, 80. Required still the same. Calculate the mean. Yeah, so same thing, you're gonna do it here, plus all the values. All these are value here. Okay, so plus all the values over here, which is 120 plus 133 plus 144 plus 150 plus 95 plus 80. Tambah semua, kamu akan dapat 722. 722 divide with how many numbers we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So divide with 6. Yeah, you will get 120.3 units. Now over here, guys, listen carefully. This is units. Yeah, it's not a value or marks or whatever. Now if it is a unit, first of all, you cannot leave it as decimal point. If you leave it as a decimal point, if you leave it as a decimal, this is the answer, means you are wrong. Yeah, you are wrong. You cannot leave it as a decimal point. Units you must round up, even though it is a 3, 120.3, even though it is less than 5, which is, if it is a 5, you round up become 121. That's in the normal mathematical calculation. But if it is a units, when it comes to the units part, you must put it as 1 to 1 units, even though it is a 3. Yeah, even though it is a 3. Why? Because let me give you an example. If you calculate a laptop or computer or monitor or whatever, yeah, if you want to calculate a laptop average for the laptops, yeah, and you get 120.3 or something like that, yeah, 120.3 units laptop. Is it you can take a laptop and break it into half? You can't, yeah. So you must add on one more, even though it is less than 5. Okay, this is only applicable for units, yeah. It is only applicable for the units. Other than that, all the rest of the calculation, if it is only 5, you round up. If not, you round down. Are we okay with that? It is only for units you must add on one more, which is even though 1 to 0.1 or 1 to 0.2 or 1 to 0.3 or 1 to 0.4, you must put it as 1 to 1. Are you okay with that? Yeah, that's only for units. Yeah, so this is the calculation of the mean ungrouped data. Yeah, quite simple. Yeah, nothing much of the on the part of the ungrouped data calculations. Yeah. So let us move on for the group data now. Mean group data. Now, if it is a mean or group data means it is classified into groups here. It is classified into groups. So which is, for example, um, first of all, the formula first. Yeah, formula is going to be total fx divided with total f, where f equals to frequency, x equals to midpoint, yeah, which is lower limit plus upper limit divide 2. Okay, lower limit plus upper limit divide 2. So that's called midpoint. Yeah, so let us move on to example number 1. Over here we have marks, we have number of students. So yeah, 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50, 50 to 80, 80 to 100. Yeah, okay, now 2, 5, 10, 15, 20, 12, 1 required. Calculate the mean. Yeah, okay, now if you look at here, this is we call as group data. It means it is classified into groups, which is like 0 to 10 marks, it is 2 students. 10 to 20 marks is 5 students. Yeah, it is classified into groups. Yeah, so that's called group data, classified into groups. Yeah, so how to calculate a mean group data? So first of all, you must calculate starting from the x first, which is the midpoint. okay, x. So over here, whatever on your left hand side, yeah, on your left hand side, we call as the lower limit. Lower limit. Whatever on your right hand side, we call as upper limit. Are we okay with that? Yeah. So let us start. Yep. Now, so you start from the x here. That means all your left hand side is lower limit, all your right hand side is upper limit. So what do? You take a 0 plus 10 and you divide with 2. Okay, divide 2. That means 0 plus 10 divide 2, you will get 5. Yeah, you will get 5. And of course you continue with the rest of it. 10 plus 20 divide 2, you'll get 15. 20 plus 30 divide 2, you'll get 25. 30 plus 40 divide 2, you'll get 35. 40 plus 50 divide 2, you'll get 45. And of course 50 plus 80 divide 2, you'll get 65. 80 plus 100 divide 2, of course you'll get 90. Now, so once you're done with the x, which is the midpoint, the next part is you have to calculate is your fx. Okay, this part. Yeah, this part, fx. So fx means what you must do is number of students over here, all this we call as frequency. Yeah, all this we call as frequency. Yeah, so what you do, you take your x, you times with your f, since the number of students is your frequency. Yeah, so you take your 5, you times with 2. So how much you get? You will get 10 over here. Okay, same thing, take your 15 times with 5. So how much you get? You'll get 75 over here. Yeah? So same thing goes here, 25 times with 10. So you'll get 250. Yeah, and then same thing goes here, 35 times with 15. Yeah, so you'll get 5 to 5, and 45 times with 20, you'll get 900. Yeah? 65 times with 12, you'll get 780. And of course finally 90 times 1, you will get 90. Yeah? So once you're done with the fx, which is you already times everything, you have to total up, tambah semua. Yeah, 10 plus 75 plus 250 plus 525 plus 900 plus 780 plus 90. So you will get 2630. Okay, and then what do? You plus the number of students. You plus these, yeah, all this, which is 2 plus 5 plus 10 plus 15 plus 20 plus 12 plus 1. Yeah, you will get 65 over here. So once you get that, you can work out your mean, which is you take 2630 divide with 65. You will get 40.46 marks. Yeah, so that is your average for the group data. Yeah, so the first step which is you have to do it is you have to calculate your midpoint, which is your x. Yeah, and make sure, please, yeah, keep on telling this even though I got told in the class about this, and again repeat, I remind you guys again about this here. Now in the exam, please, this is plus. Yeah, all this is plus, 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 plus divide 2, 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 plus divide 2. Now why I'm telling this again and again, I'm still seeing student going minus because of this symbol. Yeah, okay, that's trigger the student's mind to go minus and divide 2. That will lead to a wrong answer. Okay, again, many times, yeah, many times I repeat about this. Again, I repeat, please do not minus in the exam. You should plus. Yeah, you should plus and divide 2. Are we okay with that? Okay, so this is about the group data. Yeah, and of course the first step will be the, of course, you have to calculate the midpoint, and the second step you have to calculate your fx, and you must times with the, which is your f. Yeah, and finally you total up, and then you total up your f and the fx, then you divide, you will get your average, which is your mean for the group data. Yeah, so that's how you calculate for the group data mean. uh, Not a long calculation. Yeah, quite simple also, should not worry about it. Yeah, but mean is very important workings for the next coming topics. Yeah, upcoming topics. You shouldn't forget about the mean calculation. Very important calculation. Yeah, it's going to be a working for the upcoming topics, for example the, especially for the topic 8, 9 and all about that. Yeah, so are we okay with the group data? Let's move on with the mode. Yeah, mode ungroup data. Now mode ungroup data, so mode ungroup data does not have any formulas. It's just that you have a theory, which is the highest frequency in the data or frequently appear in the data. Are we okay with that? Yeah, high frequency in the data or frequently appear in the data. Yeah, so let us start with the example 1, which is marks 50, 55, 60, 80, 90, 95. Okay, so required find the mode. Yeah, so very simple, follow the theory. So here no repeating value. Yeah, we only have the first one, which is the highest frequency, 95. So that will be your mode. Yeah, so that is the highest frequency we have, so that will be our mode. That's it. Yeah, are we okay with that? Now let's move on to the example 2. Units. Yeah, 120, 135, 160, 85, 90, 90, 50, 1200 and 160 again. Yeah, so re required still the same, find the mode. Now here if you look at it, even though we have the highest frequency, which is 1200, but you have to be careful. You must look at the frequently appear in the data. Yeah, so you must go for the second theory, which is frequently appear. Why? Because in this example too, we have 90 is appearing 2 times, and the 160 is appearing 2 times. So you cannot go for 1200. Yeah, you must go for the 160 90. Yeah, are we okay with that? So the answer will be 90 and 160 units. That will be our mode. Are we okay with that? Yep. So it's just that follow the theory and we get the answers here for the mode ungrouped data. No formulas for ungrouped data. Okay. So let's move on to the mode group data, which is you have a formula for this: L plus F minus FB 2F minus FB minus FA times C. Yeah? Now, where L equals to lower limit of mode class, FB is not Facebook. Yeah, it is frequency before mode class, and then we have FA, which is frequency after mode class, and C class interval of mode class. And of course, you know, F is a frequency. It's just the frequency of the mode class. Yeah, and the rest of it I have to describe, which is the new things. Yeah, FB, FA, C, and the L. Okay, so let us move on to one example over here. Example 1 over here. Yeah, we have marks, number of students. Yeah. 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50, 50 to 80, 80 to 100. Yeah, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 12, 3. Okay, now required calculate the mode. Now over here we're still gonna apply the same theory. We're gonna use the same theory as the ungrouped data over here, which is we're gonna follow the first theory, highest frequency. Yeah, so over here, what is our highest frequency? Our highest frequency is going to be 25. So when you choose 25, because that's the highest frequency, and that will become as our F, which is this value. Yeah, our F. And of course, frequency before, if this is F, before means will be 20, so that will be our FB. Yeah, frequency before. And of course, frequency after, yeah, if this is frequency after, will be 12. Yeah, so that will be FA. Are we okay? Yeah. So we are done with the F, we are done with the FB, done, and we are done with the FA. Now next left the L and the C. So once you already choose the 25 as the F, which is the highest frequency, yep. So this whole thing, which is this whole thing, yeah, this whole thing will become your mode class. Okay, when you choose the highest frequency as a half, this whole thing, this whole row, yeah, the whole row will becomes your mode class. So that means over here the difference is 10. Am I right? 40, 50, the difference is 10. That will be your class interval C. Okay, that will be a class interval C. And the lower limit, if you still remember, whatever all the left hand side is your lower limit, so this will be your L, 40. So we are already done with the, we already get the L and C, yeah. So now you can work out the formula, which is 40 plus 25 minus 20, 2 times 25, which is this part. 2f means 2 times f here, so 2 times 25 minus 20 minus 12, yeah, times with your C, which is your 10. So you should able to get the answer. So my advice, please work hard on the bottom, 10 on the top, 10 you divide, yeah, easier for you, and then finally you times, then at last you plus with the 40, you will get the answer. So just check, yeah, please calculate. You should get 42.78 marks, yeah. So that's how you calculate a mode group data, yeah. So the first step, you identify what is your highest frequency, which is the 25, and then of course second step you go for the frequency before, third step you go for the frequency after, then fourth step the highest frequency will becomes the mode class, which is the whole row. The whole row will becomes your mode class, and then finally you can get the, which is the difference between 40 and 50, and of course the lower limit becomes your L, yeah, the 40, yeah. uh, that's how you get the numbers or the value for the group data for the mode, yeah, and then you can work out the mode by using the formula. Are we okay with that? Yep. So uh, basically this is about the calculation of the group data. Should be easy for you guys, yeah, shouldn't be so difficult, hope so, yeah. So let's move on to the next part, which is the median ungrouped data. Yeah, so median ungrouped data are same as the mode, which is we don't have a specific formula. Yes, for the ungrouped data there's no formula, there's only theory over here. So here the theory is, it is the value in the data which is in the center of an arranged data. Yeah, okay, of an arranged data. So over here we have marks, yeah, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 5, 6, and then 25. So now required calculate the median. Yeah, so no calculation over here. Calculate in the sense of you're gonna rearrange back or find the median. Yeah, you're gonna rearrange back. So over here what you're gonna do is, this data, it's not in an arranged form. Yeah, it is not in an arranged form, so we're gonna rearrange back the data, yeah, which is from the lowest to the highest. Yeah, so then we're gonna find the center value. So over here what we're gonna do is, we're gonna rearrange back, which is the lowest value is 5, then we're gonna start from 6, then we go for 10, then we go for 20, then we go for 25, then 30, 40, then finally with the 50. So the center value will be, if you look at it, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, then we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So the center value is going to be these two values, yeah, which is 20 and 25. Yeah, but you only must have the one value, we cannot have two values. So what do you do? 20 plus 25 divide 2, yeah, which is, you will get 22.5 marks. A simple calculation, yeah, a simple calculation. If you do this calculation, you have two value in the center. Yeah, you have two values in the center, while if you only have one value, for example, such as, look at the next example. Next example we have 5, 20, 35, 10, 6, 4. Put this as a unit here. Yeah, and then we have 40 over here. So required calculate median. Yeah, so now here of course it is not in an arranged form, so what do? You rearrange back, same thing from the lowest to the highest. So the lowest value will be 4, 5, 6, 10, 20, 35, and of course 40. So that is the in the arranged form. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the center value going to be pop. The center value going to be 10. Yeah, so this is the center value, so that will be our median. That's it. So 10 will be the answer. So you only do this calculation, a simple calculation, like in the example one. You have only have the what we call that, you have two values in the center, while if you have one value, that will be the median. Are we okay with that here? Median ungrouped data. Yep. So let's move on to the median group data. Median group data, yeah. So let us start with the median group data now, which is, we have a formula over here, which is L plus total F divided 2 minus M, or F times C, yeah, where L equals to lower limit of median class, M equals to cumulative frequency of, yeah, cumulative frequency before median class, and then we have C, which is class interval of median class, yeah. So of course the F is the frequency here, okay, as usual. Now here we have one more new thing, which is the M. We have to calculate the cumulative frequency. So let us look at the example here. So marks, number of students, we have 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50, 50 to 60, and 60 to 80, 80 to 100. Okay, then we have 2, 5, 10, 15, 25, 30, 12, 3 required. Calculate the median, yeah. Okay, now so the first thing you have to do is first step, yeah. The first step is you have to calculate the M, which is your cumulative frequency. So over here, you start from 2, then you plus, yeah. So 2 plus 5, yeah, you'll get 7. Then you plus the 10, then you'll get 17. Then you plus 17 plus 15, you'll get 32. Then you plus, you'll get 57. Then you plus, you get 87. Then you plus, you'll get 99. Then you plus, you get 102. Yeah. Now that's how you calculate the cumulative frequency. 10. What do? You total up this. If you total up 2 plus 5 plus 10 plus 15 plus 25 plus 30 plus 12 plus 3, if you check, you should get 102, which is equal to this total. Yeah, it must be same. If it's not same, then something wrong with your calculation. Yeah. So over here, this is the first step. Second step, what do you do? If you look at the formula, the second step, we already done with the M calculation. Yeah, M calculation done. Yeah, M calculation done. Second step, you have to calculate the total frequency, which is this total frequency. You divide 2. So over here, what we're going to do is total frequency divide 2, which is 102 divide 2. Yeah, so you get 51. Yeah, 51. Yeah, 51. So that will be the second step. Third step, what do? You take this 51 and go and find between these numbers, it comes under which number. Yeah, which range. Yeah, look at the range, it comes under which range. So this 51, it comes under between 32 and 57. Yeah, it comes under these two numbers. Yeah, it comes under that range, 32 to 57. Okay, so that is the third step. So we already identified that it comes under between these two range, which is the 32 and 57. So that is the third step. Okay, now before we move on into fourth step, there is a golden rule over here. Golden rule. We know that this is 51, yeah, which is total half divide 2, it is 51 over here. Yeah, and when you minus the M, the golden rule is you must get a positive answer. Must get positive answer. You cannot get a negative answer. Okay, you cannot get a negative answer. That is a golden rule. Must get a positive answer. So if you take this and minus this, you need to get a positive answer. So for that, this value must be lower than this value. Okay, so it is must be lower than this value. So when you minus the M, this value must be lower than this value to get a positive answer. So with that, so we already know that it is comes under between the range of 32 and 57. To get a positive answer, we should go for higher value or lower value. Of course, we must go for lower value. So you must choose the 32 as your M. Yeah, 32 as your M. So over here, your M will be 32. So with that, we will get a positive answer. So we already choose our M. So this part is settled. Yeah, so this is done, this is done. Now next step, we not yet find the F yet. Yeah, now next step, M means cumulative frequency before median class. Yeah, before median class. Now so this is before median class, cumulative frequency before median class. Yeah, now over here, if this is before means, yeah, the next value will becomes your median class. Remember that. If this is you already choose this as your M, okay, M means before median class. Are we okay? Yeah. If this is before median class, means the next will be your median class. Always remember that. When you choose whatever as your M, the next will becomes your median class. Are we okay with that? Yeah. Next will becomes your median class. So when this is becomes your median class, this whole row this whole row becomes your median class. Okay, this whole row becomes your median class. Are we okay with that? Yeah, this whole row, yeah, this whole row becomes your median class. This whole row becomes your median class. So now if you look at the formula, we still left the F, C and the L. Now the next part is, we already know that this whole row is our median class, so we need a frequency. So what is our frequency? Our frequency is 25. Yeah, since this is our median class, so our frequency is 25. So what is our class interval? Is 10, and of course our lower limit will be 40. Yeah, so now we already get all the values. Now we can work out the answer, which is 40 plus 51 minus 32 divide 25 times with 10. Okay, you can work out the answer here, which is, you will get 47.6 marks. Okay, so that's how you calculate a median group data. Yeah, median group data. So the first step, always remember, the first step will be, you calculate M first. Yeah, you calculate the M, work out the cumulative frequency, and then the total frequency, and the last value of the cumulative frequency must be equal. Yeah, if it is not equal, then something wrong with your calculation. So that will be the first step. Second step, you have to take your total frequency, yeah, total frequency divide 2, yeah, and that will be the second step. Third step, you must take the value which is you divide 2. You must go and find it comes under which range, yeah, which between which numbers, yeah. So it comes under 32 and 57. Okay, so that will be third step. Fourth step, the golden rule is, when you minus, you must get a positive value. Yeah? So with that, you must choose the lower value. When you already choose it comes under which value, you must choose a lower value. That will becomes your M. Yeah, so M means before median class. Yeah, before median class. So if this is before median class, the next will be your median class. Yeah, the next will becomes your median class. When the next is becomes your median class, this whole row will becomes your median class as well. This whole row becomes your median class as well. Okay, So once you're done with that step, the next step will be the finding of the frequency. So once you already know the median class, of course whatever inside the median class, this is the frequency, so that will becomes your uh, the f, yeah, the 25, the frequency, yeah. The next will be the class interval. Of course the difference will be the 10, which is inside the median class, okay, the 10, and of course you find for the lower limit, which is the 40. Are you okay? So this is the the important steps you have to follow to calculate a group data of the median, yeah. So are we okay with that? Yep. So that's all about the topic 1 tutorial, yeah. So I think you should be okay with it, yeah? So any question you can ask me directly if you still um, have a doubt or confused with some calculation over here, yeah. Okay, that's all. Thank you guys.